So we very well know that when you go to the paste a particular directory, you can see this block content. This is where we are going to input everything. So let's go to the todo.file. Now if I'm going and pasting something, like whatever I'm putting here, I'll get it here. So now first and foremost thing what we need is like we need a row. Row is nothing but this is bootstrap template. You can just refer the bootstrap documentation how this will work. I want a call hyphen lg hyphen let it be 8 div class. Okay, now let's go inside here. Now I need a form which should have action is equal to, I'll put it into todo whatever we have created, but we haven't defined it. Method is post method. So whenever you do anything in the Sparx, we for security purpose there is a separate tag has been implemented that is called a CSR of token tag, but this is mandatory. Whenever you create it, just keep it like this. It says this is in order to protect our applications from others misusing it. So I'm putting this particular, just use this code whenever it's needed. Now what I need is I need a div class, I need a form group. Okay, and the form group I'm going to put it as I need an input tag. It should be a text type. Name I'll put it as task, and class is equal to form hyphen control, and placeholder I'll put it as enter the task. Now if I go to, I'm saving it, and if I'm going to this particular directory and running it, let me start the server. Let me let me go to, you don't need to do all these things, it will be by default be there. So if I go to this particular space, okay, SQ, okay, it's not here. You can ignore this particular step because it's not going to be useful for you. Yeah, let me go and start it. You can see our server is started. If we go to the to-do list, now you can see enter task is there. Oh, I need a button also. That button is like, I'm going to put it as same way. You can keep it like this. Let me convert input type is equal to submit. Now name is not needed. We'll go and put a class called btn is button class, btn hyphen primary, and I put the value of the button is equal to add task. Let's see what output we can get. We get add task. So whenever I'm clicking add task, it should pop up. So let's go and create a list group like this. Go to bootstrap, get bootstrap.com, and there you can see go to documentations. In the documentations you can see components. In components you can see all these things. What are the things you want? I just want a form like this. You can go and pick a form. If you want to get an input group form, a form like this, you can take it. Code is also there. I want a list group where I just need to bring all the to-do list into a list like this. Let me select whichever is favorable for me. So let me go to the space, search for it. Yeah, I got it. So I'll take the first one, the default one, this one. Copy this one. I'll go there. I'm going to paste it inside this particular space. Let me go in. Now if we go and refresh it, you can see the to-do is there. Now whenever I add something, it should bring into this particular one. For that purpose, we'll just take only one particular template. We'll keep it for standard purpose. So I'll tell you why. Now whenever, if I know, the thing is like we are pretty much okay with the form. We want two more things here. I need in the list, I need two more things. That is, I need two buttons. href class is equal to btn hyphen sm means small button, btn hyphen primary. This can be edit. I need an edit button for each to do. and I need a trash button or delete button. So this will perform edit delete operations. Now let's go and clarify it. You can see our to-do list has been added 2 buttons. Now if whenever I go and enter something, add it, it should come to this place. So let's see what will happen right now. Now if I just go and enter going to college, add task, you can see nothing is coming. The reason is whenever there is a get request to that particular to-do handler, you are running this particular function, get function. But whenever you want to do a post function, so I'll go and define post self. Let's see what input we want to get the exact input from the form. So I'm going to write down self. You can access that particular variable from task. It's nothing but you go to to-do handler. This is your input tag. Inside that you are given the name as task. When whatever I am putting here and submitting into this particular to-do, I can access using the key called task. So I'm going to this particular self.get arguments is an array, an associative array. Inside that is an array which has been generated whenever there is a request sent. So you can access any different value based on the value key name. So I'm accessing it and I'm directly returning it. Let's see what happens. Let's go to to-do. I want to go home. You can see we're getting that. So now let's do a very simple operation. Let's save it and keep it as into a variable called task is equal to self.get argument, and we'll put it as task. Let's start. Now we need to see, we already have the Sparx itself will come with the connection established. The cursor is already ready. So C is nothing but it's a cursor which has been connected to database. C dot execute. Now I need to insert into to-do. Okay. First is a task. I need to insert it. Values. I've just given the task is nothing but the column name, and the value should be S. So let me go and pass the particular task like this. Hopefully this should work. Once that has been executed, C dot connection dot commit. Now after inserting into this, we'll redirect back to the to-do page. Let's see if it is working or not. If we go there, enter it. I want to go to the college. Keep it like college. Add it. Something has happened. Percentage syntax error. We are getting it. So what may be the reason? Let's go to, okay. Let me go there. So we can go and do another method, that is, we can put it like this, and we pass the task like this. Now let's see if it works. Let's go to do. I want to go to college. Add task. So now I just changed the query. Query is nothing but I just converted it into insert into to do task and value, and here I have given the access specifier and passed it because this is forming a query, and I'm passing the query into the c.execute and con.commit and to do. Now let's go and check it out what happens. I want to go to school, keep it like this, and now I can see that is like successfully, I think. Let's go to the query. Select star from to do. I can see it has been inserted. Now let's see. Now it has been inserted. We definitely need it to be populated here. So what we can do is, we know that whenever this particular page has been loaded, to do is loaded, definitely these things should be dynamically uploaded. So what we can do is, we'll exactly do the same thing like here. C dot execute. I'm going to write the query directly here. Select star from Todo, and I'm going to, now I'm getting the answer. I can pass this particular thing to tasks. I'm putting as a variable, and con dot fetch all. I'm putting it like this. Now let's save it. Go to the particular thing, enter it. Mostly we should be getting cur is not defined, so not need of cur. It is like c dot fetch. Sorry. Let's go to, now we can see no error is coming. So that means the variable has been passed into template. Now we need to display it here. How to do it? Let's go to todo.html. We know this is the content which is going to change it all the time. Let's do one thing. Let's loop it up. So what we can do, for row in, what is the file name? We can say it as a value tasks, or else you can put it as for task in tasks. Let's go to this bottom and put an end here. Now what we need to do is task of 1. 0 is ID, 1 is, this is the column number based on index value. We can give it like this. Let's see if it is working or not. Let's go to the to-do, enter it. Yeah. Going to buy coffee, add task. I am happy to play. Going to native, attend the get together. Now you can see this to-do list is actually performing exactly the way we ordered. Now we have a working to-do list which works perfectly. Now if I just go and click add, definitely it's adding something empty. That should not happen. So what we can do is we can go to this particular input tag and put a required field. So now if I just go and enter, you can see required. I'm going and giving, enter it. Now you can see without our data it won't add it. So that's where we are fixing. Now let's see how to delete this particular item. How to delete it? We know that during every single loop we are accessing either an ID or a thing. Now we can write something like whenever to do delete ID is equal to what is the ID. Here we can give the ID exactly like task of 0. That means I'll put it as delete ID. If whenever I am getting a URL, so it will be like this. If I am calling the URL and passing a delete ID is equal to 1, it will not do anything. We have to write a logic to detect this particular variable and the value and do the operation whenever there is a value like this. So next one is we'll just exactly copy it, paste it here. 0. This is like edit ID. Now let's go to this particular, enter here. Now when you hover on it, you can see in the bottom here you can see whenever I'm hovering, each particular table's ID is being gathered. So if I click on this, I'm getting this particular column's delete ID is 2. I mean like the unique primary key is 2. Now it is like 3, 4. If I click on it, it should delete. So let's go to the same, because we are not writing any new routes, in the same get request itself. We'll check it out. If self dot get argument is having a delete ID. Okay, if there is something like this, if self there is an ID like this, do something. This is like delete the